I'm here to show you preventative maintenance on your unit. I'm actually in the classroom, but you can do the same thing at your house. All right, so first of all, I'm gonna give everybody safety glasses because you always want to be safe. All right. The first thing you want to do is when you get to a unit, you want to make sure you turn off the disconnect. You want to always have safety precautions when it comes to messing with electrical wiring and when you're messing with your unit because you don't want to get shot. Okay, a few things that you need to have when you're cleaning your unit. You need a shop vac because you need to clean inside of the unit, making sure all the debris and corrosion or anything that's inside is taken out. You're going to need a drill. You need a 1/4 or a 5/16 drill bit, depending on what kind of screws your unit has. You need your coil cleaner. If you don't have a drill, you can use your hand screws, 5/16 or a 1/4. And I usually have a pump sprayer that I use that I pour my coil cleaner inside. You need a little brush that you can get inside of the unit as well, like in your panel, and wipe out like little cobwebs or bugs that get stuck inside of your unit. Last but not least, you need your watering hose so you can spray everything out and any debris. So let's get started. First, you want to take your drill and you want to get your screws on the outside of the unit so you can take your fan off and get inside of the unit to clean it. So I'm going to do like so. But since it's a quick demonstration, I already have the screws screwed out. All right, and we have our side panel that I already pre-took off as well. So if you get close, I like to tell people when it comes to maintenance, you need your maintenance done twice a year, preferably in the summertime and in the winter. So I tell, like the teacher said, Mr. Milton Hudson, he said the outside unit is like your lungs. So this coil is like your lungs. You have to breathe. Your lungs have to breathe. And inside, as you can see in here, this is your compressor, which is like your heart. So if your lungs can't breathe, your heart stops pumping. So we want to make sure we take good care of these coils and clean it real good. All right. So after we got our safety precaution done, we got our unit turned off. Everything's good to go. You can wear gloves. It's good to wear gloves because sometimes you get cut. But since I've been doing this a while, I won't use any. So inside, as you see here, these are some of the things that you may see inside of a unit. You have like leaves. So if you're at your house and you cut your yard and cut your grass, these coils get sucked in. And all this trash and debris gets caught inside of the unit. Sometimes it comes to the top of the fan. And you want to make sure you get all this stuff out. It's real important. This is what we do as technicians. I'm a certified technician. I have my CFC certification. So I am very qualified. I'm already working in the field to do this type of stuff. So we do come out twice a year and do this. But this is just something you can do on your own to help keep your unit well kept up and running efficiently. So right here you have your side panel. If you can see here, you have your wires. This is the electrical stuff that you do want to turn your unit off so you don't get shocked by this stuff. This is live. It's 24 volts right here. You have 240 at their disconnect, so if you touch the wrong thing, wet hands, it can cause serious damage, so be careful. So right here I'm just showing you how to kind of clean out the unit, making sure all the debris and everything is taken care of, make sure everything looks nice inside. You just want to make sure you don't have any dirt, debris, nothing to trigger anything in here from stopping, not working. Bugs get caught in here. I've seen lizards or anything can get caught inside of this panel. And after you do that, you want to make sure you spray with your water hose. Since I'm in the classroom, I'm not going to actually spray. So you want to make sure you spray from inside on out. So you want to make sure after you put your coil cleaner around the outside and around the inside of the unit, you want to spray the water going out so all the dirt and debris can go outward. And then once you have all of that cleaned up and cleaned and wiped up, you want to make sure that you get all this, like it looks like cobwebs or leaves and stuff that gets on the outside of the unit. So pretty much this is very important that you need to do, and make sure you maintain and keep this nice and clean. This is something, like I said, anybody can do at their own house. Everybody has a unit. Everybody likes to make sure and keep the unit kept up. You want to make sure you don't have to buy a new compressor from keeping all the dirt and everything for messing up your compressor, because these compressors can go for about $2,000. So just a little 5-10 minute cleaning on the unit can help prevent you from buying a whole new compressor or having a whole new unit being replaced. So, like they said in the book from Thomas Halls, in the textbook that we read, they said make sure that you clean these thoroughly, make sure these are kept right up, and make sure you do get our maintenance done twice a year, because that's something real important that you need to have. And if you have any questions.
I have a question. So what you're basically telling me, I just want to make sure I understand this fully.
Okay.
This condensing coil is pretty much the lungs of the system.
That's correct.
And if your lungs fail,
Uh-huh.
then your compressor will fail, which is your heart.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, the repairs for a new compressor would be around $2,000.
That's correct. Just to get a whole compressor done.
So, if we do our preventive maintenance, did you say every 2 years, or how often should it be done?
Twice a year. We
Twice
want to
a
get it done
year.
in the winter and in the summertime.
Okay. So if we do our, and how much is the cost of that?
It's only a $170 per unit. Normally, it depends on what company you go with. I know they normally go for about $170 per unit. Make sure we clean it thoroughly, check all components and everything like that.
So if we take the time twice a year and spend about $170 in preventive maintenance, it will save us $2,000 in the long run.
That's correct.
Wow, that is amazing.
I got one. So when you get done cleaning off the panel, obviously you probably won't put it back on. Spring and oxygen.
That's correct. So I tell some people, most people, just to make sure you can cover it with some type of like a trash bag or a plastic covering. But like I said, since I've been doing it a while, I normally take real precaution over this electrical portion of it. So I just spray gently, don't spray too hard, you don't have to rush through it. Take your time, just make sure it's nice and clean.
And always clean from the inside out, correct?
That's correct.
All right.
Alright. So this is the video on how to do preventive maintenance. Thank you, and hopefully I took care of all the questions and thoughts and concerns that you had. Have a great day.